Hi, my name is Becca and I'm the president of the MIT Puzzle Club. We're a group of MIT students who love to solve and write puzzles together. We run a lot of events throughout the year, our flagship being the MIT Mystery Hunt, but we have other events including other puzzle hunts, our Sudoku and Logic Puzzle Open, and other smaller fun events. If you're a student and you'd like to join us, please check out puzzles.mit.edu. This past year, I've been fortunate to be a part of the writing team Death and Mayhem, so we're proud to present to you the 2025 MIT Mystery Hunt.
On behalf of the entire gallery staff, welcome, and thank you for joining us at what promises to be Metropolis's social event of the year, the Finster-Carter Engagement Gala. We do appreciate your understanding that the gallery cannot accommodate everyone for this morning's unveiling of the Shadow Diamond. But in just a few moments, we will take you there live through the wonder of a television broadcast. And rest assured there will be room for all of you when the bar opens in our event space across town in just 1 hour's time, and the whole city joins the festivities. Before you leave here today, don't forget to pick up your party favor, courtesy of Robert Finster. I'm being told our live feed will be starting in just a moment, so thank you again for coming, and please enjoy this very special weekend.
Baby, where on earth is your sister?
Don't worry, Papa. Big Sis is always on time.
Of course. She knows how important this day is for me, for the business, for the family.
And for her and her fiancé.
Yes. Sidecar?
Papa?
Any word from Gladys or Rover?
Gladys said she'd be handling some last-minute errands and that it shouldn't affect her dealings with Mr. Carter today. Her words.
The way she talks about him, you'd think she doesn't want to marry him. This was her idea. She needs to keep it together until the merger is finalized. Carter Brothers' reputation is impeccable. We need that. Their assets are a bonus.
I wouldn't worry, boss. Gladys could spit in Carter's face and he'd complain about the rain.
I don't know what you're talking about. They make a lovely couple. Papa, she'll be here soon. She wouldn't miss it for all the puzzles in Metropolis.
Katrina managed to wrangle Carter at least.
Oh, that's Katrina. Your date?
Yes, Papa, my girlfriend. Sidecar, I'm gonna go rescue my darling. Could you please take over Carter duty?
I suppose so.
The Madeleines, the black and white cookie, and of course the most delectable chocolate pistachio swirls. With the way the swirls of pastry and the cutting sweetness, they call them escargot for the swirling shell, you see.
How very interesting.
And that's just the sweet pastries. Don't even get me started on the savory ones.
Baby!
Sugar pumpkin!
We packed past a bakery 15 minutes ago, and ever since, Mr. Carter has been enlightening me on his favorite Parisian boule and jerry's.
Ooh, that sounds fascinating, doesn't it, Sidecar?
Yes, I'd love to hear more.
Well, I'll be glad to. Well, people say that it's all about the baguettes, but the bread laws in Paris are so strict.
No, thank you. Katrina, I'm so excited for you to meet my family. Dealing with Carter wasn't what I had in mind.
Well, he's your family now, isn't he?
Oh, I suppose you're right.
He is certainly an interesting character. How exactly did he meet your sister?
Oh, Mon Baguette, I've missed you so much.
Not in public,
Of
dear.
course, dear. It's been so long.
It's only been a few hours.
But every minute without you is like an eternity.
Oh, that's like every moment I'm with you.
What did you say, my dear?
Oh, every minute. Truly an eternity.
Where have you been?
Oh, I had a few last-minute errands to run. Rover was kind enough to drive me.
Okay, Sugar Plum. It's just the ceremony's going to start in a minute, and it wouldn't do for one of the guests of honor to be missing.
It looks to me like we're right on time. Shall we?
Sidecar,
Yeah, Papa?
we're ready to begin.
All right, everyone. Places. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Starter Gallery for tonight's ceremony. It is my pleasure to introduce the man who truly needs no introduction in Metropolis, the man to whom we all owe our presence here, the founder of Finster and Daughters, your benefactor and friend, your Papa, Mr. Robert Finster.
Oh, enough of that. Thank you. Today, we celebrate the joining of the two most important things in life: business and family. Bring together the magnificence of Carter Brothers Jewelers and the fine craftsmanship of Finster and Daughters, not just in business, but in life. That's why we've invited you here to this resplendent gala for an evening of festivity and celebration. Oh, but let me introduce the woman of the hour, the daughter in Finster and Daughters, the magnificent Gladys Finster.
Thank you, Papa. As my father described, we are so excited to undergo this historic merger of Finster and Daughters with the Carter Brothers Jewelry Empire. We will combine our family's enterprising business with the Carter Brothers' established connections in the larger jewelry industry. It is an honor to be here, and I truly believe that this merger will enable our business to shine upon you, the people of Metropolis. And now, my fiancé, Ferdinand Carter.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. As you know, and thank you, mon choquette, mon éclair, mon petit honey bun.
We didn't even go in the bakery.
Where do I begin? It was a beautiful fall day in Paris, the weeping willows over the Seine like flowers in the sunset.
Yes, dear, the sooner this is over, the sooner we can, you know.
Oh, yes, of course. To make a long story short,
Too late.
suffice to say, I went to Europe searching for myself. Along the way, I found the Shadow Diamond, and then returned to Metropolis looking for a business partner, but found so much more. A partner not only in business, but also in life. My raison d'etre, Gladys Finster. And now, we're here to merge both our companies and our hearts. But I know what you're all really here to see. Who wants to see the Shadow Diamond? Ladies and gentlemen, the Shadow Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, I should let you know that the Shadow Diamond is so exquisitely clear you can barely even see
You
that
idiot, where is it?
it was right here just a moment ago, I promise. You could see it just a second ago.
Sorry about that, folks. Nothing to be worried about, and have no concerns. The gala will continue as planned.
Look, Papa, Billy's here. I'm sure they can help us.
That's how trouble always starts. When Baby invited me to this little shindig as thanks for helping her out of her latest scrape with the law, I should have known it wouldn't just be a few drinks and some canapes. Trouble follows the Finster family, mostly because they're the ones causing it. But trouble also follows me, because trouble is my business. That's me, Billy O'Ryan, Private Eye. When the Finster family has trouble they can't deal with on their own, they come to me. And I know the whole family all too well. starting with Papa himself. Robert Finster, head of the Finster crime family. Everyone in the family calls him Papa. Almost everyone else does, too. We first crossed paths back when I was a rookie cop on the force. His crew pulled a bank job. I knew he was behind it, but the chief was in his pocket. He's led the Metropolis underworld for decades, but it's comfortable at the top, and the rumors are that he's gone softer than your aunt's Afghan. That's one of the reasons for this little shindig. To be feared is no longer enough. Now, he wants to be respected. The marriage and the merger are supposed to give him that respect.
Ah, Billy. It's a lucky thing you're here. We seem to be having a little problem.
So I gathered. You lose something.
How astute.
It catches the vantage. I saw it just a few minutes ago.
You idiot! It has clearly been stolen.
Gladys Finster, Papa's eldest daughter and heir. She runs the family's legitimate business with the same ruthless focus as her father. Rumor is, as far as she's concerned, this engagement is a business deal like any other. And Ferdinand Carter, Gladys's charming fiancé. The story is he's the long-lost scion of Carter Brothers Jewelers, recently returned from Europe with the Shadow Diamond, the jewel of the century. And maybe the only person in Metropolis who doesn't exactly realize who he's getting into business with. He's wrapped around Gladys's finger and ready to sacrifice his family's fortune for the chance to win her over.
I see they're getting along as well as ever.
Yep.
Colt Sidecar and Roy Canoso, Papa's associates. Sidecar, Papa's right-hand man, started as a bartender and mixed his way into the family business like a well-made dirty martini. Emphasis on the dirty. There isn't an aspect of Papa's operation he doesn't have his hands in. Roy, or Rover as the family calls him, is officially Papa's chauffeur. Unofficially, he's Papa's enforcer. He's equally skilled at throttling engines and throttling throats. Word is he's been known on occasion to do both at once.
Stolen? But the only people who've been around the diamond have been us.
Teresa Finster. You can count on one hand the people who know her birth name. She's the baby of the family, by age and by temperament. One part spoiled, one part wild child. Papa hired me a couple times to discreetly get her out of some teenage scrapes. Still, baby's a sweetheart, if a bit whimsical. Nothing like the rest of the family.
Don't jump to conclusions, sweetheart. It could have been anyone.
And finally, Katrina J. Up-and-coming clothing designer, the latest in baby's string of gals, but this one looks like a keeper. She seems to be smoothing out baby's tantrums and whims, somehow. Her eyes on fashion, her heart's on her gal, but who knows where her head's at. She's the wild card.
We can't rule any of you out. What exactly do you want me to do about it?
To the job at hand. You're just the person for it. Are you familiar with the Shadow Diamond?
Yeah.
Everyone's heard of the Shadow Diamond. For the last century or so, it exchanged hands across Africa and Europe, never staying in one place for long, often paid for with its owner's blood. Some people call it cursed, but that's just what happens when you have something worth killing for.
I want you to figure out what happened to that diamond. And I want you to figure it out before the gala is over. But as you can tell, this is a somewhat delicate situation.
That's right. We'll expect you to be discreet.
Right, discreet. Sure. It's only a few hundred witnesses.
Hey, I will not be robbed in my city. I will not be embarrassed in my city. They can bear witness to that.
Not to mention the engagement. Gladys's party will be ruined.
And it was going so swimmingly for them so far.
Of course, dear, of course. So can you take the case?
Sure. But that's a quick turnaround. Might need to have to call in some outside assistance. It'll cost you.
Of course. You'll be paid for results.
Oh, as long as that's settled, I'll go round up the troops and I'll be right back. Hey. Hey, you. You looking for a little extra work? Good. I assume you heard all that. I've been looking for a new partner for my PI firm for longer than I'd like. Now, if you come through, could be you. So as far as I'm concerned, you are all new recruits in the 2PI Noir Detective Agency. And as far as Papa's concerned, you all have $3 lunches and you take separate cabs everywhere. We'll make a mint on this. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, this could be dangerous. So you're gonna have to follow some ground rules. First rule, sign yourselves up for the Billy O'Ryan Detective Academy. Second rule, find yourself a good lawyer. They can help you out of any scrapes with the law and get you set up for greenhorns like yourselves. James?
Thanks, Billy. I'm from the firm Hayworth, Ulmer, Neff & Tierney. Hunt Law. I've represented the Billy O'Ryan Detective Academy since its founding 30 seconds ago. My firm will help you with this case.
How do you have a slideshow already?
Our paralegals are very good. We'll talk you through what you need to stay safe and secure while solving the case of the Shadow Diamond. Before you can become a detective, you have to learn the rules. Pay close attention, these are important and will make sure that everyone has a fun and safe investigation. You should follow all health and safety guidelines that are published on the Hunt website, as well as any updates or notifications we send out. Remember that Hunt is a marathon, not a sprint. That means you need to take care of yourself throughout the weekend. Remember to eat, sleep, and hydrate appropriately. You can't find the Shadow Diamond if you're running on fumes. All participants must wear a name tag with their full name and team name, and it needs to remain visible while you are anywhere on campus. If you think you are about to do something illegal, unsafe, against MIT policy, or otherwise ill-advised, please contact Hunt HQ first. You are probably mistaken, and we want to make sure everyone is safe and sound. Remember, this isn't just Metropolis. This is also MIT, which is a real university with real staff and real students. Many of us are guests on campus, and we want to be allowed back next year, so please don't be disruptive, take care of your space, and don't attempt to go anywhere you don't have access. On the topic of being good guests, there are no alcohol, drugs, weapons, or anything that looks like a weapon allowed on campus. Anyone under the age of 18 is welcome to hunt, but they must be accompanied by their parent or guardian at all times while on campus. There are additional procedures for minors. For more information, talk to your team captain or check the health and safety section on our website. Each night at 1 a.m., campus will close. All non-students will need to be off campus by then, and everyone, including students, will need to vacate any assigned on-campus team HQs. That includes us, so although the Hunt website and Hint queue will still be up, there will be no interactions or physical puzzle pickups during this time. Campus will reopen bright and early at 6 a.m. Remember, the MIT Mystery Hunt is an event of MIT Puzzle Club and subject to the approval of Sol. Failure to abide by these rules puts not only your personal participation in Hunt at risk, but the ability of future hunts to happen on campus. We reserve the right to disqualify any team posing a risk to themselves, to others, or to the future of the MIT Mystery Hunt. On a lighter note, Papa wasn't kidding about the gala. It's real, it's our Hunt HQ, and visitors are welcome and encouraged. Come visit us in the Stata R&D Commons on the 4th floor. The gala bar will run all weekend long, serving up puzzles and a party. But not drinks. We just talked about no alcohol, remember? You can stop by the gala bar to pick up physical puzzles, request hints, interact with the suspects, or just socialize with us or your fellow hunters. The gala space will be staffed and available while campus is open, barring some setup and breakdown time at the start and end of each day, of course. We have to get ourselves presentable. As a party favor to his esteemed guests, Papa is providing every team with their very own radio. When you're not at the gala, be sure to tune your radio to WDNM on 2Pi PM for all the news on the latest events in Metropolis, and some snazzy tunes too. The radio is battery operated and rechargeable via a USB-C cable, whatever that is. When you're at your headquarters, keep it on and keep it plugged in to make sure you don't miss a thing. And be sure to read the manual. Each team will get only one radio, so don't lose track of it and don't break it. Just like the Shadow Diamond, your radio is irreplaceable. As a final reminder, Hunt is most fun when it's fair. Don't attempt to cheat, and don't attempt to sabotage other teams. Everyone wants to find the Shadow Diamond, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't do it by the book. Also, let's keep the mystery in Mystery Hunt. Keep any spoilers off of social media until after the wrap-up on Monday. Your weekend is going to be full of surprises. Let's make sure they stay surprising. And with that, you meet all the requirements under Metropolis City Code to be apprentice detectives, novice knife jugglers, or city councilors. I'll let Billy have the final word.
Well, now that that's sorted, let's go find ourselves a diamond. First order of business, trace the paths of all of our suspects today. So ask around. Look for clues. Use your head. You may need to visit this gala from time to time as well. I want to know where they've been ASAP. Got it? Good. Let's get out there and crack this case.